Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again, and it's Sunday night. It's draft week, guys. Now, as we embark on draft week, right? The aforementioned COVID-19 has messed up everything as we know it this off season. Teams are doing virtual workouts and they're doing their individual stuff. Teams have handed their players like virtual playbooks and things of that nature. So the question is Dak Prescott going to be involved in those things? Now, technically, he doesn't have to be because it's voluntary right now. Two, he ain't got his contract. So, the Cowboys got until July 15th to give him a contract, or if not, then he has no choice but to sign the franchise tag and then play on that $30 million franchise tag for the year. Now, that's not what you want him to do. You don't want him going into the season doing that. Now, hopefully things change and things will open and we'll be able to have some type of off-season program because, again, it's imperative for the Cowboys because it's a new coaching staff here. You need the coaching staff to implement their new game plan to the players. You need the players to learn said scheme. And the players that's already been here it's going to be a change for different things. And the most important, obviously, is Dak Prescott because he's the quarterback. He's the leader of the team. He has to know everything so he can relay the message to the rest of the offense. Now, without Travis Frederick here being our center anymore, you remember he was doing all the line calls and things of that nature. So it's going to be up to Joe Looney. If Joe Looney is going to be the center, he's going to have a battle with Connor McGovern anyway. But if Joe Looney ultimately wins the job, then he's going to have to learn all that. So it's imperative that we have some type of offseason. Now, the Cowboys are playing in the Hall of Fame game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they have 5 preseason games. So it's imperative for them to get the ball rolling early because they got a lot to do between now and the beginning of August. And I guess July because July is training camp. The end of July, mid to end July. Now, like I said, the draft is this Thursday. It's going to be a virtual draft. The first time ever having a virtual draft. Now, I was just watching, was it yesterday? The WNBA had their draft, and they did a virtual draft. So it went smooth because it's much less people to deal with the WNBA. Shout out to WNBA and, a lot of strides they're doing, getting those girls paid more. Actually, one of my first cousins plays in the WNBA. Shout out to my cousin Tiara Ruffin Pratt. She plays for the Los Angeles Sparks. She was traded there the year before last from the Washington Mystics. So shout out to my cuz. Love you, cuz. So, I'll be rooting for her. She's been in the league since 2013. But yeah. So as far as the NFL draft goes, everything's going to be virtual. Commissioner Goodell is going to be in his basement, so I guess we're not going to hear any boos from people. Now, let me know what you guys think about this virtual draft because it's going to be kind of weird because you got a lot of older people dealing with this thing. So technology is I just feel like when you do that, it's going to be some hiccups. Like, I don't know if they got to do some type of dry run, but you can't do a dry run because you're not supposed to know what teams are doing. There's going to be a lot of trading and things of that nature. So it's going to be some hiccups. So I think that it's going to be some complications, but we'll see what happens. Now, as far as the draft goes, as far as, live streaming and stuff like that, I will be live streaming on my channel. I don't know how many of you are going to be watching because, I'm the little fish in the pond when it comes to Dallas Cowboys YouTubers. I know Mark and Law and Vosh and Shango and Cowboys Blog and Cowboys Fan 1980. I know all of them are going to be live streaming. So, me, I'm the lesser of all of them. I don't know if anybody going to be watching my channel, but I will be live streaming just in case anybody wants to watch it. I did get my draft hat came in. So if you guys didn't see the draft hat, this is what it looks like. So this is the official draft hat for this year. The one I have on is from 2 years back, but this one is from this year. It has America's team on the side. It's got the NFL logo on the back, like all of them do, and yeah. So it doesn't have anything on the inside. I know this one that I have on has them boys on the inside, but it's just flat. It's just the black. Now I like the black ones because again, all the teams have the same color, but they just have their team logo on there. I like the black. It's kind of slick because you kind of wear it with anything pretty much. But I like it, so I'll be wearing it during the live stream of the draft. So look out for that. We talk about the Dallas Cowboys and things of that nature. What I wanted to get to was Jamal Adams. Now, I know Mark Holmes did a video about Jamal Adams, and to him it was reminiscent to the Earl Thomas. I kind of understand where he's coming from with that because people were talking about this one like the Earl Thomas thing, and it's like, okay, look, we know Jamal Adams is one of the best safeties in the league. I get it. I would love to have him on the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are definitely interested in him. They tried to get him multiple times, but the Jets are playing hardball. You remember the first time the Cowboys tried to get Jamal Adams, they wanted us to trade Tyron Smith and Travis Frederick at the time, and just some other crazy crap. I'm sorry, Zach Martin. I'm just like, are you serious? Hell no. Right now, they want a first round pick and 2 second round picks. I know that he's one of the best safeties in the league, but ain't no safety is worth that amount of taken away from you. They're not. And I look at it like this. I'm not giving up a first and 2 second round picks when this draft is full of DBs. You know what I mean? Because if that's the case, you might as well go draft it. Now, we know Jamal Adams is just finishing his rookie deal, so he's only 24. He's still young. But he's a real good safety. Now, if I would give up a third and a second, but not a first. Now, well, your first would go to a DB, so I would give him this year's first and maybe a third for next year. But I'm not giving up a first and 2 seconds. That's a first and a second. So you're losing your first and second round from this year, and then another second round pick from next year's draft? Oh, hell nah. Nah, bruh. Y'all smoking that stuff. We ain't doing that. Now, Now, I want to know what the reason why the Jets are not re-signing him. Because they need their players. So, why would you get rid of one of your best safety on your team? So, I have question marks with that. Now, what's the issue? Does he just want out or whatever the situation is? But the Jets are never going to trade him with how much they're asking for him. Nobody's going to give that. This is not fantasy football, guys. It doesn't work that way. Nobody is going to give up that much from what the Jets are talking about. So, with that being said, let's just leave the Jamal Adams talk alone. I'm tired of hearing about it because, again, it's not going to happen unless the Jets come down on that offer. They want us to sell the farm. We are not selling the farm for no Jamal Adams. It's not happening. We're not doing it. So that's the bottom line. Now, as far as the draft goes, you look at us picking at number 17. I heard people say that the Cowboys could step back and go back in the round and get Yetur Gross-Matos. Why would you do that when if you got Xavier McKinney right there, maybe CJ Henderson if he don't already get picked, but you definitely might have Xavier McKinney and you might have Kayvon Chaisson. If you got Kayvon Chaisson, go ahead and get Chaisson. He's a confident dude. You need edge rushers. Or in the second round, you could get Julian Okwara. He's a He's a nice defensive end as well. There's so many different ways you can do. You can double dip. You could get your two corners. You could get a safety in a corner, or you get two safeties. I definitely think we need one of each. Get a safety, get a corner, get a wide receiver in the third or fourth round, because again, the draft is plentiful of wide receivers. You don't need to get a wide receiver in the first round. I'll be telling you guys that all the time. Now, we don't know what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do. We don't know, especially with Mike McCarthy and Mike Nolan running the staff. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what they're going to do. And that's the fun part about it. It's the fun part about doing mock drafts. I hate when people come in and be like, oh, you guys are wrong on your mock drafts. Well, mock drafts are always wrong. There's no way you could get a mock draft right. It's impossible to get a mock draft 100% right. Now, you may get one person here, two people here. You might have them in a different order, whatever, because people fall, people rise, people trade. It's a lot of things that go on in the draft. It's so unpredictable. So let's just stop with the crap and just let it be what it is. You know what I mean? So it's just the fun of doing a mock draft and just bringing it to the fans and allowing you guys to see a board, you know what I mean? And to share your board with everybody else and see, hey, what did you get? Did you get this? Did you get this? Oh, I had him in the second round. Oh, I had him in the third round. Oh, he was a high first round pick. So, it's a lot of different things can happen in the draft, and that's the fun part about it. Now, I'm going to love Thursday doing the live stream. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what the Cowboys can get. I'm just hoping that things can open up again where the teams can actually get together and work out and train and do what they need to do to get ready for the season. Because like I said, with this new coaching staff, it's imperative that these guys learn this new scheme that we're running. Now, like I said before, we're running the four guys up front, and we're going to have a hybrid back end. So I think this defense is going to be so much better. Now, guys, don't be down on J. Lou. Don't be down on Chidobe Awuzie. Don't be down on Anthony Brown. Don't be down on Xavier Woods. Because I really think that they really suffered from the scheme that we were playing in before. You guys seen so many players, good players that we had in the past that left and played better. Even Morris Claiborne played better when he left. And, he was glass man. He was always injured. Anthony Hitchens, he was good when he was here. Played even better with the Chiefs. Damian Wilson went to Chiefs. They all won Super Bowls over there. Shout out to them for that. A whole slew of guys. You look at when Terrence Newman left here. We thought that Terrence Newman's career was over. He went to the Vikings and played very well. So that's just the bottom line. And I heard that the Cowboys are interested in Dre Kirkpatrick. That could be a possibility to bring him in as safety, because if you do that, then you could just concentrate on corner in the draft. You don't necessarily have to get a high draft pick in a safety. You could get one in a later round or just not at all. But we'll see. Now, it's so many different things that the Cowboys can do, but we know that it's going to be a defense laden draft. Now, on offense, really the only thing that you should be getting is a slot receiver and an offensive lineman, like a tackle or something like that, just to provide depth for Tyron Smith. And when I did my mock draft, you guys seen it. If you missed it, you can go back and look at my live streams. You can see the guys that I chose for my mock draft. Now, I'm going to have my mock draft open, my little book that the guys I had written down. I'm going to have that open when I do my live stream, so I can see how close I got to getting or guessing some of the guys that the Dallas Cowboys are going to get. It's going to be interesting to see this whole thing and how everything shakes out. I'm excited about it. I'm optimistic about 2020 as far as, this football season goes. Hopefully if we have a football season, that is. I'm liking the direction that we're going into. You guys should be happy about that. Let's get out of the mindset of Jason Garrett and get into the mindset of Mike McCarthy. A lot of players that we have are really better than you guys think they are. It's just that they were just playing in a bad scheme. I think, even some of the guys that are not signed, I don't know what they're going to do about Tavon Austin. Are they going to re-sign him? Are they going to re-sign Kayvon Frazier? Because he's a good special teams player. He was one of the best special team players we had. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. I don't think Bones is a fan of Tavon Austin. That's why they cut. That's why they traded them to us when they had them over there with the Rams. Because again, he was a special teams coordinator over there, and Tavon played a lot of special teams. So we'll see what happens, guys. So we'll be talking more about this throughout the week and leading up to the draft. So you'll be hearing from me then. So I was gonna tell you guys some good news, but I guess it kind of got sidetracked. So I did create my Teespring account. I put my logo designs on Teespring for you guys to buy my merch. But I realized that you need 10,000 subscribers to actually put it on your merchandise shelf on your YouTube channel. So I can't put my merch on my YouTube channel until I get 10,000 subscribers. So I need your guys' help to get me to 10,000 subscribers. I know we're a bit away from it because we're only at 5,000, but 5,000 more. Let's get to it. So it could be done. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here. The content is still going to be here regardless. So let me know. Thanks again, all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Tap that notification bell. Get this content from your boy, E2 Blue. Holla at y'all later. Y'all have a good evening.